just needs an applause by itself. You know what I'm saying? Hi guys, welcome back to Everyday Rika, where we talk about mom life, money, and motivation. So if you are new here, I talk about everything mom life, money, and motivation for your everyday life. So we are back, guys. So I want you to know that I have refinanced my home and your girl has saved $130,000. And this is what I did. So let's get to it. You guys already know, if you are an OG, back in 2022, that's basically when I started my house buying journey. I decided not to buy a regular home. I had land that was passed down, 3 acres, and I wanted to get a manufactured home. So if you have not watched those videos, go get caught up on those videos. I got when me and my sister was out there looking for homes, to the lands, like you'll see the whole thing. So if you need to go look at that and then get caught up on this. So when I was buying that home, I knew that eventually I was going to refinance with Navy Federal. So the reason why, obviously, a lower interest rate, credit unions is just better. So there's only certain mortgages that will finance manufactured homes. And by doing that, they have a leg up on your percentage rate. And it's just, what do they call those, kind of a monopolies, right? And there's certain ones in the Tennessee, Mississippi area that all finance your manufactured homes. So that was the thing. I already knew that's what I was gonna do. So going back to Navy Federal, the thing is with them, you have to actually have your house already on your land. Y'all know that was not the case for me, right? So I had to get the house, put it on the land, and then refinance. But I need to get myself in a position to do that, which you guys know I had some credit card debt. So I completely paid off my credit card debt in November. And I already knew, all right, I was looking at the percentage rates for the houses. I was looking at them come down a little bit. They didn't come down where I wanted to. But y'all know I'm a big Dave Ramsey fan. Y'all know this. So he said on his show, you marry the house and date the rate. So I married my house. I got my house, but I'm going to date the rate. So you can always refinance again. Just because you refinance your house, you just don't have to stay with that. You can always refinance your house again. So I was like, okay, I looked at the rates. They were coming down. I think the lowest at the time, this was back in April, like 5.7, somewhere around there. I was looking at my credit score. It was good. I think I had like a 780. And so credit cards were paid off. So at that time, I don't have anything else. All I have is my student loans and the house. So I decided to apply, and I got approved. I had to, of course, give all the same documents, same things over and over again as you're applying for a house. I had to come, a lady came out, she did an appraisal of the house and everything. That went fine. It appraised more, of course, than the house. It appraised more. So that was good. And so then I finally got a notary to come out, do my paperwork. All in all, Navy Federal did a really good job. It took almost a month. Like, I would say exactly a month, because I ended up closing in May. So I applied like at the end of April, then closed at the end of May. So let's talk numbers, because this is what we're here for. Let's do the numbers. Y'all know I already got my notes. So the original loan was for $139,000. And I was with 21st Mortgage, which, if you're in the area, you know that's a pretty known mortgage company for manufactured homes. So, and then another thing people don't understand is manufactured homes, finances, mortgages, they go by terms, right? So I was on a 300 term. They don't say years, they don't terms, but you can always do 300, I think divided by 12 every year, you'll get how many years. But since my house was a 2016, they would only go back so far. So I was on a 300 term, and so that came out to be like 27 years. Is that right? Yeah, that came out to be 27 years. So when I signed my paperwork, y'all, oh my God, they told me at the end of paying this off, if I would have stayed with them at an 8.4 percentage rate at the time, it would have been $344,781. That's all together. So the finance charge would have been $205,000. I remember looking at that knowing I wasn't gonna do that no way. I was just like, oh wow. Because even with the credit that I had, that's why I say these mortgage companies that finance manufactured homes, they just, the guy, I remember him telling me no matter what, it's gonna start at a 5% because of it's a manufactured home. Was he telling the truth or not? I don't know, but it was at an 8.4. So the monthly payments were $1,342, and this is with insurance. So without insurance, it was $1,149.27. So that's how much it was, my monthly mortgage, which that was fine with me, of course, can afford it, right? So this is the thing. When I refinanced with Navy Federal, we got a 5.8%. Can we say that again? We got a 5.8%. You see what I'm saying? So we went from an 8.4 to a 5.8. That just needs an applause by itself. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yes, this is amazing. And again, Dave Ramsey. So when they did the numbers, we did the numbers from a 30-year mortgage and a 15-year mortgage. Dave Ramsey tells you, because you're going to save to get a 15-year mortgage instead of the 30. So the guy did the numbers, and I said, okay, I can do a 15. Because if I did a 30, I think it was going to be like $800 and something, which of course you can afford, you could pay extra on, right? But here's the kicker. Let's look at this. So by doing the 15-year mortgage, my monthly with insurance came out to be $1,362.27. So if you're going back to what I originally had, my monthly note with 21st mortgage was $1,342.39, right? So we went up $20 to $1,362.27. And this is with insurance. Without insurance, my note is $1,213.82. $20. I was like, I could pay an extra $20. Like, mind blowing. I was like, oh my God. So now you're telling me for extra $20, I could pay this house off in 15 years. Okay. So literally, I was like, all right, bet. It's my son's like, bet. So the finance charge was going to be, is $75,119.32, which if you go back to 21st mortgage, that finance charge was $205. $75,000, $205. We saved $130,000 by refinancing this house. So I'm saying all that to say, and we're gonna pay it off in 2040. But y'all already know me. If you know me and you've been watching this channel, I'm very money driven and I'm very goal driven. Like I've just always been that way. whatever I set out to do, I just do it. I'm just a driven hustler, like, period. So I'm gonna do it way before then, and God willing, right? If he, he's gonna keep me healthy, he's gonna do that, and he's gonna keep me working to be able to pay this off early, be debt free, borrower a slave to the lender. So y'all know, and I think it was in my lifestyle creep video that I had talked about going ahead and paying off this house. Ooh, student loans, I'm praying about that. But these are things that I'm just gonna do because I talk about financial freedom, and later on just wanting to live a financial free life. I don't know what I want to do later in life, potentially go down from full-time to part-time, having some wiggle room to do these things and not feel pressured. So I was like, oh my God, I got all these bills. So all that to say, that's how I saved $130,000. I'm really proud of myself because I kept waiting and I kept watching the interest rates and all of that. So definitely, we don't know with this economy when interest rates will go down. We have no idea. But if they continue to go down, we're going to date the rate again, and we're going to get a lower percentage rate, and that's just what we're going to do. So I'm proud of myself for just doing this. I keep saying proud of myself because I really am. When you just take the chance and do something and stop thinking like, oh, what if I don't get approved, this or that. Everything just aligned up. And when you're following your purpose of what God is telling you what to do, and you're just doing your best, he knows, and he just aligns things up just so perfect, y'all. It couldn't have been any better. And so Navy Federal was just amazing and phenomenal. I'm pretty sure there are other mortgage companies out there that y'all can try these things with. I just chose to go with Navy Federal because that's just what I know, and I know they did manufacture homes, and I ended up keeping my same insurance that I was with, so it just worked out. So if you guys have any other questions about refinancing your manufactured home, please leave them below. Let's start a conversation again. This is just amazing, and this is how God works, and I'm just so happy, y'all. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Y'all, my mama don't even know. Some of my family members don't even know. And it's weird how you share certain things on the internet with millions and millions of people. It's crazy. But all in all, that to say, thank you guys so much for watching. I always appreciate you guys. Don't forget to live your best life every day. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.